Okay, here we go. My seatbelt. Secure, no tears, no frays. My steering wheel has no more than 10 degrees of free play. My dashboard is clean and clear. My windshield is clean with no cracks. All my mirrors are clean, no cracks, and properly adjusted. I will now start my engine and describe my most important gauges and switches, which are all secure and working properly. My electrical horn, my transmission temperature gauge, my amp gauge, my computer panel. Two most important are my low air warning light buzzer, my water temperature gauge, my oil pressure gauge, my tachometer, my speedometer, my fuel gauge, my voltmeter, my air pressure gauge, my gear selector, my parking brakes, my headlight switch, my ignition key switch, my accelerator, my service brakes, my headlight dimmer switch, my panel switches. Two most important are my emergency warning lamps and my ID lights. Then I have my heater switches, my fan switches, and my defrost switches. I have my panel dimmer switch, my windshield wiper washer switch, my turn signals left and right, and my emergency flashers. I'm now at full pressure, and I will now do my governor cut in, cut out test. My governor should cut in between 85 and 100 psi. I'm giving it one pump. I want to wait 10 seconds. Seconds, accelerate a little bit. Nothing. Another pump. Wait 10 seconds. Into the throttle. Okay, my governor cut in at 98. I know this because my needle started moving up. I will now do my governor cut out test. My governor should cut out between 110 and 130. Okay, my governor cut out at 120. I know this because my needle stopped moving. I will now do my applied pressure test. Release my parking brakes. Then I'm going to pump it down to 90 and build it back up to full pressure. So turn up my engine, then I'm going to press and hold my service brake for 1 minute. I should not lose any more than 3 psi for a single vehicle or 4 psi for a combination. Put my foot on the brake first. I will now start my minute. Okay, after 1 minute, I have lost no air pressure. I will now do my low air warning test. I'm located in the on position. My low air warning light and buzzer should come on between 55 and 75 psi. My low air warning light and buzzer came on at 60 psi. I will now do my parking brake pop-out test. My parking brake should pop out between 20 and 45 psi. My parking brakes popped out about 32 psi. I will now do my emergency parking brake test. I need to build my pressure back up to normal. I'm at full pressure. Put my foot on the brake. Put it into drive. Take my foot all the way off the brake. This means that my parking brakes are working properly. I will now do my service brake test. Put my foot back on the brake. Release my parking brakes. We'll go about a foot. This means that my service brakes are working properly. This concludes my in-cab inspection.